Mississippi Motorcycle Permit Practice Test 5.
Question 1. Because riding a motorcycle is more tiring than driving a car, you should
drink caffeinated beverages. Avoid wearing dark eyewear. Avoid drinking water. Take frequent breaks.
Answer.
Take frequent breaks.
Question 2. The best way to lessen your chances of skidding on a slippery surface is to
slow down before you get to the slippery surface. Ride on the shoulder of the road. Maintain a constant speed. Drag your feet on the ground.
Answer.
Slow down before you get to the slippery surface.
Question 3. If your front tire fails while riding, you should ease off the throttle and
use both brakes and stop on the shoulder of the road. Use the rear brake and move to the side of the road. Pull the kill engine switch and roll to a stop. Use the front brake and move to the side of the road.
Answer.
Use the rear brake and move to the side of the road.
Question 4. If you must coast over a slippery surface, you should also
allow your feet to skim the surface. Raise slightly off the seat. Apply the rear brake. Lean back as far as possible.
Answer.
Allow your feet to skim the surface.
Question 5. If you can't avoid riding on a slippery surface, how should you proceed?
Travel as slowly as possible and let your feet skim the surface. Walk your motorcycle across it. Stay relaxed and maintain speed. Ride in the most slippery part of the lane.
Answer.
Travel as slowly as possible and let your feet skim the surface.
Question 6. Which of the following should be done at night?
Follow vehicles closely. Wear brighter clothing so you can be seen. Slow down so you can stop within the range of your headlights. Avoid riding on real roads.
Answer.
Slow down so you can stop within the range of your headlights.
Question 7. When riding a motorcycle, your arms are primarily used for
steering the motorcycle, holding yourself up, making arm signals, apply the brakes.
Answer.
Steering the motorcycle.
Question 8. What causes the engine to lock?
Braking using only one brake. Skidding the front tire. Being low on oil. Not changing gears properly.
Answer.
Being low on oil.
Question 9. If you need to brake and swerve, you
must brake while swerving. Should brake before swerving. Should brake after swerving. Must brake before or after swerving.
Answer.
Must brake before or after swerving.
Question 10. While riding your motorcycle, you approach a crosswalk that a pedestrian just stepped into. what should you do?
Stop and wait for the pedestrian to cross the road. Proceed as long as you will not hit the pedestrian. Proceed if the pedestrian is not in your lane. Stop inside the crosswalk.
Answer.
Stop and wait for the pedestrian to cross the road.
Question 11. When riding in traffic, a rider must not share the same lane with cars or other vehicles because
cars and motorcycles need a full lane to operate safely. You can face a sudden wind blast. Car drivers may not allow you to share the same lane. Most of the roads are narrowed.
Answer.
Cars and motorcycles need a full lane to operate safely.
Question 12. What causes a motorcycle engine to lug?
Leaning while turning. Carrying cargo on the sissy bar. Shifting to a higher gear too soon. Shifting into a lower gear too soon.
Answer.
Shifting to a higher gear too soon.
Question 13. A way for you to increase your safety at night is to
increase your following distance. All these answers are correct. Use your high beam. Reduce your speed.
Answer.
All these answers are correct.
Question 14. When can you operate a motorcycle between lanes of traffic?
During rush hour. Only in designated areas. Whenever it is safe to do so. Never.
Answer.
Never.
Question 15. When packing your motorcycle, heavier items should be packed
in the front of the tank bag. In a backpack. In saddlebags. By being tied onto the sissy bar.
Answer.
In the front of the tank bag.
Question 16. Using your brakes properly means
using both brakes every time you stop. Using the front brake only in emergencies. Alternating between the front and rear brakes. Using the front brake only for most stopping situations.
Answer.
Using both brakes every time you stop.
Question 17. You can be charged with riding while under the influence of alcohol if
UBAC is 0.08% or above. You have consumed at least 2 beers. You have consumed any amount of alcohol. You are seen exiting a drinking establishment.
Answer.
UBAC is 0.08% or above.
Question 18. The center lane position is best for
pulling up to blind intersections. Being seen by the driver ahead of you. Preparing to pass the car ahead of you. Preparing to pull off the side of the road.
Answer.
Being seen by the driver ahead of you.
Question 19. If the rear tire goes flat while riding,
use engine braking. Stop with the front brake only. Stop with the rear brake only. Use both brakes to stop.
Answer.
Stop with the front brake only.
Question 20. Where are the clutch and brake lever found on your motorcycle?
Both clutch and brake are on the left. Clutch is on the right and the brake is on the left. Both clutch and brake are on the right. Clutch is on the left and the brake is on the right.
Answer.
Clutch is on the left and the brake is on the right.
Question 21. The majority of your motorcycle brake power is provided by
The front brake. The rear brake. By the front and rear brake equally. The clutch.
Answer.
The front brake.
Question 22. When approaching an intersection where a vehicle may cross your path,
Cover the clutch and brake to reduce your reaction time. Always yield to vehicles approaching the intersection. Beep your horn to warn other drivers. Come to a complete stop even if you have the right of way.
Answer.
Cover the clutch and brake to reduce your reaction time.
Question 23. Your body can be affected by alcohol after as little as drinks.
6, 4, 2, 1.
Answer.
1.
Question 24. When riding through an area of potential hazards, what should you do?
Cover the clutch and the brake. Skim your feet along the ground. Shift into a higher gear. Pull in the clutch.
Answer.
Cover the clutch and the brake.
Question 25. What lane position should you ride in when being passed by another vehicle?
Center or right? Left. Center. Left or right?
Answer.
Center.
Question 26. Which of the following can affect your ability to ride a motorcycle?
Alcohol and drugs. Prescription medication. Over-the-counter medication. All these answers are correct.
Answer.
All these answers are correct.
Question 27. When riding long distances, how often should you stop and stretch?
Every 2 hours. Every 50 miles. Once per trip. Every 5 hours.
Answer.
Every 2 hours.
Question 28. When starting off on your motorcycle, you should start with your right wrist.
Locked. Up. Down. Flat.
Answer.
Flat.
Question 29. Cargo on your motorcycle should be secured.
On the chassis bar. Behind the rear axle. With elastic cords. With rope.
Answer.
With elastic cords.
Question 30. All of the following are part of the upshifting process except
ease out of the clutch and adjust the throttle. Roll off the throttle as you squeeze the clutch. Gently apply the front brake while adjusting the throttle. Lift the shift lever as far as it will go.
Answer.
Gently apply the front brake while adjusting the throttle.
Question 31. Generally, should be avoided.
The left and center lane portions. The center lane portion. The right lane portion. The left lane portion.
Answer.
The center lane portion.
Question 32. When choosing a lane position, the best position.
The right lane position. The center lane position is the one where you are most likely to be seen. The left lane position.
Answer.
Is the one where you are most likely to be seen.
Question 33. Which of the following is the most likely place for a collision?
At an intersection. On a hill. On a one-way road. On a curve.
Answer.
At an intersection.
Question 34. Slippery surfaces can be even more dangerous if you are
riding in the left lane position. Only using one brake. Using both brakes. Riding in the right lane position.
Answer.
Only using one brake.
Question 35. The location with the greatest chance of a collision with another vehicle is
on curves. At intersections. On hills. In parking lots.
Answer.
At intersections.
Question 36. The 3 steps of the C strategy are
C. Execute, examine. C. Evaluate, examine. Search, examine, execute. Search, evaluate, and execute.
Answer.
Search, evaluate, and execute.
Question 37. Which brake control should you use when you need to stop?
The front brake. The rear brake. Both front and rear brake controls. The emergency brake.
Answer.
Both front and rear brake controls.
Question 38. Grabbing the front brake could result in
popping a tire. Stopping quickly. A rear wheel lock. A front wheel lock.
Answer.
A front wheel lock.
Question 39. When following another vehicle, the lane position is the best for being seen.
Right. Center. Left or right. Left.
Answer.
Center.
Question 40. You can increase your safety when riding at night by
riding the center lane position. Increasing your following distance. Skimming the road with your feet as you ride. Following vehicles closely so you can see better.
Answer.
Increasing your following distance.
Question 41. How do you achieve maximum straight line braking?
Fully apply both brakes. Use the rear brake only. Alternate between the front and rear brake. Apply the front brake quickly.
Answer.
Fully apply both brakes.
Question 42. Most of your motorcycle's stopping power is provided by
the front and rear brake equally. The front brake. The clutch. The rear brake.
Answer.
The front brake.
Question 43. If your front tire fails while riding, you should ease off the throttle and
use the front brake and move to the side of the road. Use both brakes and stop on the shoulder of the road. Pull the kill engine switch and roll to a stop. Use the rear brake and move to the side of the road.
Answer.
Use the rear brake and move to the side of the road.
Question 44. If parked next to a curb, should be touching the curb.
The rear wheel. No wheels. Both wheels. The front wheel.
Answer.
The rear wheel.
Question 45. When entering a turn and you need to change gears, when should that change occur?
After entering the turn. After completing the turn. At any time. Before entering the turn.
Answer.
Before entering the turn.
Question 46. If you can't cross an obstacle straight on, you should cross at an angle of at least degrees.
105. 90. 20. 45.
Answer.
45.
Question 47. When riding a motorcycle, you can share your lane when
riding in the right lane position only. You should never share your lane. Sharing it with another motorcycle. When riding between rows of vehicles.
Answer.
You should never share your lane.
Question 48. What can you do to help keep your balance in turns?
Slow down before the turn. Pull in the clutch and coast. Keep your knees against the gas tank. Crouch down low.
Answer.
Keep your knees against the gas tank.
Question 49. If you are going to use an unfamiliar motorcycle, you must, before you start riding,
wear dark-colored clothes and helmet. Add more accessories for safety. Allow another passenger to sit behind your back. Make all the checks and get familiar with the controls.
Answer.
Make all the checks and get familiar with the controls.
Question 50. Before pulling off the road, it is important to check
to see if it is a designated pull-out area. Your lights, to see if they are working. The surface to see if it is safe to ride on. The traffic in front of you.
Answer.
The surface to see if it is safe to ride on. Thank you for watching the video and wish you will get your driver license soon.